guys, it's Crystal. So today I'm going to be doing a review on my all-time absolute favorite foundation, and I purchased it a while back. I had originally been using the same brand. I use all different foundations. I collect them, it seems. But I use the same brand quite often, but this one is a different version in the same brand, and I've been absolutely loving it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to. The foundation I'm talking about is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua. A little bit of a glare, I apologize. It's got SPF 15, and my color is BR20, which is a beige rose. And ironically, when I went to Nordstrom's to try it on and just get color matched, they had BR20 out to try on, and it was just perfect, my perfect shade for winter. So here's what the bottle looks like. I really enjoy the compact bottle. I think that it's really cute. It still has 1 full ounce, just like your standard foundations do. It's marketed as an ultra-light skin perfecting makeup. Very compact, and of course I love Chanel makeup because the packaging is very simple. However, it's always got the emblem just really stamped in there. If you've seen my November favorites video, or any time I talk about this, I say that this makeup is like art. When people refer to makeup as an art form, this foundation alone is art. I cannot say enough how happy I am with this foundation. I have many other foundations that I love that I've been using for a decade. This foundation, out of all the Chanel foundations I've tried, I've loved, this is going to be my absolute go-to for everything. The description Chanel gives is the tiniest drop of this new hybrid fluid creates a fresh, natural complexion. Skin looks refined and feels refreshed, creating an exquisite makeup experience. The fluid formula has a soft, water-like texture and comes in 10 shades that match perfectly to the skin's undertones, whether pink or beige. Most importantly, this is an oil-free foundation. I have very oily skin, and whenever I look for a foundation, I really want something oil-free, but that still gives me an adequate coverage. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand, and you'll see just how very, very water-based it is. You can see that there. It's a very soft foundation. So here's the Vitalumiere Aqua in BR20. Just look at that. Now, it's a perfect match to my face. I mean, it's compare the hands. Look at how amazing this hand looks compared to this one. It's brilliant. It's literally brilliant. You can see right here the difference. It's a brilliant foundation. It is very, very lightweight. It's very good at controlling shine. That's another thing. I'm very shiny by the end of the day. This does not go anywhere. A lot of times with oily skin, by the end of the day or even in a few hours, your foundation shifts and moves, and it just is not in the same place. No matter if you've used a primer, a makeup setting spray, it does not matter. Oil will move your foundation around. On the flip side, very dry skin will start to cake up that foundation. Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua is great for both oily and dry skin. And anytime I can find a foundation that I can report to you guys about that's really good for both, I think is amazing. Of course, I find this to be exceptionally good for oily skin because there's no oil in it. It really cuts down on the shine, and it stays put all day long. And I do use a primer. You will need a primer with it. Now, of course, Chanel does recommend their base Lumiere primer, and it's a beautiful primer. I've tried it. I don't have it yet, but I do like it. But for primers, I really think just go with a really good quality primer, and this is going to slip on very, very nicely. Now, another plus side about this foundation is that it brightens my skin. I like to go brighter, not lighter, and this, along with being a perfect match, also gives my skin this dewy look, but not excessively dewy. So I'm going to do a close-up to show you just how lovely this looks on my skin. And I just want to mention again, BR20 is the absolute perfect match to my skin. It blends like a dream. It creates a flawless finish, so your face is really refreshed all day. It looks very youthful. The skin's lines and ridges are nicely masked, nicely filled in, nicely hydrated. Another thing I really love about Chanel, as opposed to many foundations, even higher end foundations that I do love, Chanel's color matching system is out of this world to me. I have a lot of different skin issues, so along with being oily, I also have really pink undertones, but I'm also olive skin toned. So I have these issues where I need several different things addressed in one makeup, and it's difficult. Sometimes I need to mix foundations, or I need to mix certain concealers with my foundation. This does it all in one step. I do use a concealer still because I have very dark circles, but this just really takes care of it. Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua really eliminates the need for foundation mixing, for trial and error. This is honestly the best matched foundation to my face out of all the Chanels that I've had, out of all of the other makeups that I've had. This has been matched perfectly to my face. When they say that you need the tiniest drop, the amount I put on my hand before, maybe 2 of those, and that covers my face. This foundation retails for $45, which for what you get is a very good price coming from Chanel. And I'm not just saying that because it's Chanel. I'm saying that because I don't take foundation lightly. Foundation can really make or break your face and your skin. If you go too much on the lower end, you can really get some skin issues because of it, whether it's blemishes, whether it's premature spotting, whether it's just not healthy for your skin with clogged pores, blackheads, or you go too much on the higher end where you get this really expensive foundation because it's named, you know, by this brand, but it doesn't do what you want. It doesn't act the way you want. It doesn't slip on very nicely, and it doesn't stay put. So you really have to find a foundation that A, of course, fits in your budget, but also B, is exactly what you're looking for. And that's probably one of the most difficult things that we can go through when checking out foundations. It's always something else. It may be great on our skin, but it's not quite the right color. It may be a very good color for our skin, but the undertones are not matching, and it, you know, doesn't stay, doesn't blend well. I have used this 3 different ways. With my fingertips, which I don't like to do. I don't put foundation on with my fingertips, but I wanted to try it. Works nicely, but it doesn't work as nicely as with a stippling brush. When I used a regular foundation brush, it did work well, but because of how thin this is, I really recommend a stippling brush because you can lay it down. You can stipple if you choose to. I like to lay it down with a stippling brush and then buff it out with a very fine stippling brush. And I use the Makeup Forever stippling brush because it's just got that really nice fine duo fiber. It does have the SPF of 15 in it, so that's great. Vitalumiere Aqua by Chanel is really, really blendable, very soft. What really surprised me about it is that it stayed on for 14 hours. And when I say stayed on, I mean stayed on and looked as good 14 hours later. Vitalumiere Aqua is a wonderful product when you have oily skin. Because of its water base, it's really going to work with your skin. When it comes to hydration, again, it's not going to overhydrate your face. You know, when you have oily skin, it's like you get really nervous of things that talk about hydration or anything like that. Your immediate thought may be, so is it going to clog my pores? Is it going to make me break out? The water base in here is really wonderful. It makes it such a lightweight foundation. It makes it go on beautifully, and really I cannot say enough good things about the color selection that they have, about the blendability. For the price, I think that it's a fair price. $45 is not too much to ask for Chanel's Vitalumiere Aqua because it is such a wonderful makeup. Like I always say, it's art in a bottle. This is just beautiful, beautiful makeup. You can get this at Macy's.com, Nordstrom's.com, inside of Nordstrom's, anywhere that there's a Chanel counter. I do encourage you to try the other Vitalumieres as well. I really just find this one to be my favorite. It's the most natural looking. It makes my skin feel healthy. When I take off my makeup, my skin looks really, really good, really radiant. It's not dry. It's not overly oily. I have not broken out once. I never break out with Chanel though. Chanel's so high quality when it comes to their foundations. I really do love them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and if you have any questions about Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, please let me know in a comment below or private message me. I hope that this encouraged you to at least check it out. This is definitely worth your while, or even stop in at Nordstrom's or Macy's and just, you know, find the Chanel counter and ask to try it on. Ask to have them put it on your face and just wear it for the day and see how much of a difference it makes. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.